care to clients removing the backs of these stools so that I can reupholster the seats. I removed all the staples that was holding the black material that actually covers up all the raw edges of the fabric. And I'm going to leave it in place. I do not want to totally deconstruct this piece. I'm going to actually leave the original vinyl material on the seat cushion as well. We're just going to reupholster right over everything and leave it in place. That way the foam won't get disheveled, and I'm about ready to cut the fabric. All right, I've got my material here, which we've calculated how much we need. Okay, for sizing, I'm just going to lay out some fabric here. We can pay attention to the linear direction of this fabric. I want to make sure that lines up. If you have a pattern, you may want to center your piece on that fabric. So take a look at your fabric and see what direction you want to lay it, because we want all these stools to match. So if I'm running the lines here vertically, then I want all the stools to be vertical. If I'm running them horizontal, then I want them to be running horizontal. So that's important, to look at the direction of your fabric. We're going to go with horizontal here. Need something to keep it up on place. Some holes in it for the back of the stool. So let's get this on here. I want to make sure that I have enough fabric to be able to pull, and then we'll trim it afterwards before we cover it with this black fabric, okay? And I've got plenty of fabric for all three stools. So I'm just going to move this stuff out of the way. All right, scissors. I'm gonna cut my fabric. I'm not really gonna measure this. I can tell that I'm going to have enough fabric to pull it up all the way around. So I'm just gonna cut. You may want to measure if you're more particular. I am just kind of following these fold marks. And if you get the scissors in there into that deepest part, you should be able to just push the scissors right through without cutting. All right, so this stool is ready. Got my fabric positioned. And again, I left the base on because I didn't want to totally deconstruct this stool. So let's begin. Okay, getting out my stapler here and my staples. Now I know I already have 1/4 inch staples in here from my last upholstery project, and that's what I want to use today. So we just start one side. Okay. So we're going to start here in the back. I'm going to fold this. Maybe I'll just lay that back with the scissors. Okay. So just pull it tightly here. And I'm going to keep the staples back here a little bit. We don't want to get too far in. Of course, it doesn't really, I suppose it doesn't really matter because we're going to be covering this up. Okay. I guess I will come in because there's a lot of staples already in here. So I'm going to put couple staples in here. Gently lay that down. And I'm going to spin this around. Fold this back. And add some staples here. Now you see I'm pulling this very tightly, as tight as I can pull it, and adding staples. And that's pretty much it. Just keep pulling and making sure you don't have any dimples. Oh, I know what I do need to do. I need to make sure that I mark where those holes are for the back of the cushion. Oh, there's a hole right there. That's pretty easy. Wait, maybe that's not a hole. There's a hole, there's a hole. I think that's a hole. And there's a hole. They're pretty far apart. Okay. So what I'm going to do for those holes, find out where they are, pull this tight, and put a hole in my fabric. That way the screw can go right through it. And this is going to get bunched up here, that's fine. This is more of an oval shape, so you will have that. All right, if you start getting dimples, just make sure that you keep pulling evenly. I'm going to flip this around and do these other sides. Same thing, I'm going to pull it taut, pull it taut. Okay, and since we're oval, we're going to just keep working this around. And again, pull as tightly as you can. Okay, so now it should be tight across. And come back to where my back is. Where did I cut that little hole? Okay, that has to be the front. This is the back. I'm already losing my holes. Maybe. Oh boy. Well, it's taken me a couple hours and I've finally finished those bar stools and I'm ready for the big reveal. In fact, they're right behind me here. So let me step out of the way and let you see what I've done.